What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here, and today bringing you my second ever fantasy rebuild here on YouTube. This is a realistic rebuild, so if you didn't tune in the first one, which was the Miami Dolphins, essentially, where you see other rebuilds go wrong by, basically stockpiling the first 10 picks of the first round of every single draft, as well as trading player for player. It's still not fully realistic. I'm going to trade a lot of the dead weight for future draft picks because, you have to make it somewhat entertaining. I'm not going to have oh yeah, guys, it only takes me 12 fucking years here to rebuild this roster. So basically the goal, as we look at, we're going to be rolling with Matt Stafford. A big question about the Detroit Lions in this rebuild was, do I build around Stafford or Stafford the issue, as we look for some guys here to cut. So yeah, the goal here is to, I think we can probably move on from Golden Tate. He's kind of old and eat up the cap here. The goal is within 5 years to win the Super Bowl. If I don't do that, I'm getting a loss. I'm kind of keeping a scoreboard here as I go through this. So I have one victory. Right now I'm undefeated. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm saving every one of these. So if I don't achieve the Super Bowl goal in 5 years, I can revise it and come back and try to do it again. Once I go through all the other teams that you want to see me do. But, so hopefully 5 years, we can get this somewhat cursed organization in the Detroit Lions that struggle to make the playoffs or anything like that. Hopefully we can get them to a Super Bowl and win that Super Bowl. And I don't really know if I should count if I get them to the Super Bowl as a victory. I don't think I am. I think I have to win the Super Bowl. So we're cutting some weight here. Now we're talking to the defensive side of the ball. We'll put Nata up there on the trade block. Let's bring this little mic in here. Kyle Van Noy, he's a guy I definitely want to build around. Tahir Whitehead, a guy I want to build around. See, I think Levy is obviously one of the best players on this defense, but looking at, he's 29, he's definitely not going to grow much more longer, and we're going to have to do a rebuild. So, you got to think, all these players, where are they going to be in 3 years? If they're not going to be where I want them to be in 3 years, I need to get rid of them now and try to get draft picks. And again, Glover Quinn, another, really, really good player on this Lions defense. We're going to have to get rid of him. Plus, we're going to free up a bunch of cap so we can go attack some free agents. So let's set our big season goal. I'll say 8 wins, 8-8. I think that should be fair enough for this team as we jump into week 1, seeing if we can get a couple trade offers here. There we go. So it looks like we lost the first game. Let's see what we can get for Golden Tate. All right, first round pick. So that's good. That's good that we're discussing first round picks for Golden Tate. Again, when possible, let's try to get him out of the conference. What do we got here? Some shitty player picks. I don't want any of that shit. Patriots, a 1st and a 7th. See, a 1st and a 6th, but you're in the division there. Falcons. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to send them. No. We're going to send them to the Colts? Yeah, we'll fucking send them to the Colts. Who cares? I just assume the Colts are going to be worse than the Patriots. Patriots is probably going to be a pretty high pick, knowing the Patriots. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go with the best chance of getting a shittier pick in the Colts. Now looking at Glover Quinn. Don't think we'll get a first. Oh, there is a first round pick. And Colvin. Actually would be a nice little pickup. Corner is not a strength on this team. But I think for the sake of the rebuild, we will take that first round pick from the Carolina Panthers, who are desperate in their secondary to try. Like I said, people say, oh my God, this is absolutely not realistic. Okay, so assuming that I need to try to make it as entertaining as possible, trading these picks to teams that 100%, if they get these kind of players, make their chances of winning a Super Bowl a lot more greater. That is realistic in that, as opposed to I just traded DeAndre Levy and Golden Tate for Julio Jones on a first round pick or some stuff like that you see in other rebuilds. So, this is the most realistic rebuild you can have while making it entertaining, because I'm doing what a team would do in a rebuild, which is offloading their good players and trying to accumulate as much draft picks as humanly possible. First round pick for Reef at right tackle. He was pretty much the fringe guy just because I know I have to re-sign him. He's on his last year of his deal, so if I can get a first round pick for him, and we got a guy named Graham Glasgow, who I think we could swing to right tackle. I think he goes up to a 74, 75, a rookie. So this year we're not expecting much, so putting that guy, 74, 75 rookie at tackle, he'll get plenty of XP, so we can definitely build around him. Now looking at Nata, I was a little bit surprised that we still get a first round pick for these guys, but then again, how incredibly flawed is the trade system here in Madden Ultimate Team this year. So there we go. We moved a lot of these guys here. Now we're into week 4, so we got our first round picks. We're stocked. We're ready to fucking go. I don't know how many first round. I think we got 4 first round picks, so 5 first round picks in next year's draft as we re-sign Larry Warford at guard. He's a very talented guard. I'm pretty much just gonna show you the re-signings here because there are a couple notable ones. Bolden was a tough one to get him as a kind of a band-aid player, but he is so old that it is probably best not to allocate too much money there. But Devin Taylor, a guy that I think can play defensive end as well as D tackle in a 4-3. I think I might want to swing in a D tackle, but we re-signed him. Now we're taking a look at the midway point of year number 1. No, look at that, 4-3. We're in a playoff spot, baby. I don't think I've only done one of these, but we didn't make the playoffs until year 2 or 3 with the Miami Dolphins. I'll take a quick look at the stats here. Stafford, 1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns, 10 picks, so that's not bad for him. Borderline, he'll get 30-plus touchdowns, which is ballin'. Theo Riddick, 540 yards, 3 touchdowns, so on pace for breaking the century yard mark. And Forsett, I don't know what it is in this game where the second, like the RB2, always gets a fuck ton of touchdowns, but yeah. That's that. Marvin Jones, 45 receptions, 600 yards, 5 touchdowns. Bolden, 300 yards, almost 400 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Ebron having a great year, 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, almost on pace for 1,000. Tahir Whitehead leading the team in tackles, no surprise. I think he's going to be a big-time player for my defense. Devin Taylor with 2 sacks. Ziggy Ansah only 1 sack. That is not very good at all. But look at that, 6 picks at the midway point for Darius Slay. What's the single-season record, like 12? He's on pace to break that record. And then Antoine Williams, undrafted rookie. I think he's undrafted rookie linebacker, 2 picks, man. Very good. I was very surprised to see the production from him as we simulate to the end of the season. A couple of these practice squad guys are fucking gone. Who gives a shit? Let's take a look. 8-8. That might be good enough. That 8-8 is, in the NFC, that could potentially have us in a playoff spot. Yeah, oh, yeah, look at that. First team out. First year, we're fucking first team out. Oh, my God. That is just a punch in the dick. The Eagles beat us out. Well, whatever. Low-key, even though this is 100% a Lions thing. If it had to be any team, at least it was the Eagles. I'll take a look at the final season stats. Stafford had himself a decent year. By all accounts, 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions. Obviously, the interceptions are a little too high, but 35 touchdowns is borderline baller status. Theo Riddick breaking 1,000 yards, also getting 13 touchdowns. Forsett, 400 yards, 13 touchdowns. That's 26 rushing touchdowns. So this team is running the fucking ball. That's a fuck ton. How an high-powered offense like that did make the playoffs. Marvin Jones had one hell of a year. 93 receptions, 1,400 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Bolden, 90 receptions, 900 yards, 9 touchdowns. Eric Ebron, 72 receptions, almost 900 yards, and 7 touchdowns. And then Andre Roberts, almost 800 yards and 7 touchdowns. So these guys are performing. Riddick with 2 more. Both, look at that. That is 26. That's 30 touchdowns between Riddick and Forsett. Whitehead leading the team in tackles with 132. Nevin Lawson, the corner that we made safety, 111. Darius Slay with 104. Looking at the sacks. Definitely did not get enough pressure at the quarterback. 6 sacks for Taylor, 5 for Ansah, 4 for Tyron Walker. We definitely need to get more pressure at the quarterback. Let's look at interceptions. Darius Slay, that guy there probably might be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. 104 tackles, 7 picks. Diggs with 4 interceptions as well. Speaking of awards, let's see how that really played out. MVP went to Tom Brady in his final year, and Coach of the Year went to Sean Payton. Brady won NFC Offensive Player of the Year, went to Aaron. Stafford came in at number 4. I think we'll take that. Defensive Player of the Year went to Cameron Jordan. We didn't have anyone. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no one. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Antoine Williams. That guy. Who the fuck is this guy? Number 2 Defensive Rookie of the Year. We will fucking take that. All right. Ashawn Robinson coming in at number 10. Okay. Best QB, Stafford, number 3. Best running back, 13 touchdowns. Not better to give you number 8. Come on. Best wide receiver, Marvin Jones, number 3. I think we'll take that. Anquan Bolden coming in at 9. No, our offense is showing up. Best O-line, none. Okay, there's a big issue. D-line went to, I don't know of anyone there. Linebacker, best one went to Pernell McPhee. We still don't have anyone. Best DB went to Pat Pete. Slay, number 2. I don't know what Pat Pete's stats were, but I'm going to go ahead and say Slay probably should have got it. Diggs coming in at number 8. So, not an awful year for Matt Prater, number 4 kicker. Getting it done, kicking them extra points. We'll take a look at the playoffs here. The conference championship was the Buffalo Bills over the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Eagles made it to the championship, but fell to the New Orleans Saints. So, a Bills-Saints Super Bowl. I'm going to guess the Saints won. And, yep, the Saints won because I bet you the Buffalo Bills missed a bunch of field goals in that, knowing their history. So let's sim now to the offseason. So definitely stings a little bit to be the first team out for the playoffs, but hopefully we can build on that with free agency. Yeah, $77 million worth of cap. Rashad Jones there, 29 though. Don't need it. Let's see if there's any players we can get. I was thinking about getting Crowell here. Definitely a good compliment back to Theo Riddick, but with Abdullah coming back off his injury, 79, he's young. We should probably be all right there. We got a wide receiver. Would be nice. Look, we only have Marvin Jones in their second wide receiver is 59. Okay, we're going to have to bid on one of these motherfuckers. Who do we got? No one. Cordarrelle Patterson might work, but I think maybe if we sign him, we could potentially look at playing him at running back. For those of you that tuned into my stream not too long ago, we made Patterson a running back, and he was actually a beast. You get Adam Humphries here, 24 years old, possession, so a good compliment to Marvin Jones for sure. So we'll send him one. Robert Woods is another guy potentially that could be all right. Kendall Wright, in terms of age, probably good speed. Terrell Pryor, I wanted to get Terrell Pryor, but he's 28 years old. So that means by the time this team probably gets in a position to win, he's going to be on the wrong side of 30, and that's a lot of money that he wants right there. So I don't think Pryor is going to be in the books. Hopefully we can get Cordarrelle Patterson, and I think we're going to go here for Kendall Wright. I'm going to take a little sippy poo here of a Blue Mountain Dew. Highly recommended drink. O-line seems all right for now. Right tackle, though, we probably should. Let's try to get the best budget option here at tackle. I don't want to spend too much money because I think I may go after here with the draft. Austin Pazor, Canadian. I'm pretty sure he's Canadian. I think we might go with him. No bids on him yet. Probably can get him for 7, even though he has a bad run of form. Let's just we'll get him. 75 over right tackle. D-line, we only have Devin Taylor. D-tackle, we could use a D-tackle. Could get Dominic Easley, Florida Gator, baby. But I think, nah. I think, like I said, the draft. There's so many people I can go. We bring Tulk back to Detroit. Oh, Manti Te'o was there. Should we get Manti Te'o, fake girlfriend? Then again, we're playing a 4-3, so I think Whitehead's good enough. We don't need to spend a whole lot of money. Let's get some depth. I like Paul Warlow. He's a tackle machine for the Atlanta Falcons. Should be an affordable option. Outside linebacker, Williams. He's 68, but I assume with the year that he has had, once we use and spend his XP, we probably can get him up into the 70s for sure. Let's get Trent Cole, and we'll throw him at defensive end just because, biased Eagle fan, if you will. Corner, I think we're doing all right. Diggs was performing at a high level, 74. Like I said, when we use his XP, he probably should shoot up a bit. And Slay had one hell of a year. We do need a free safety. Huff. It looks like he got a big-time deal from the Raiders. We're probably not going to... third place on that. Maybe this is where we need to go with our draft pick. Strong safety, like I said, I think maybe I can move, because I played with, I can't remember his fucking name, but I moved that corner to safety. We'll get Jalen Watkins here. Maybe we can move him to free safety. Let's try to maybe work with what we got and move some guys around as opposed to just signing a big one, because we have a couple good corners that probably will transition well to safety. Oh, the Redskins signed Rashad Jones. Fuck you. We got Jalen Watkins. We got, didn't get you. We got Paul Warlow. We got Trent Cole. We got Cordarrelle Patterson. And we got the Canadian Austin Pazor right tackle. Let's go. Let's spend some XP here. Let's get this team up. I think, a couple of these guys should take a big jump, especially expecting big things from Diggs, Ebron, Darius Slay. Almost 10,000 XP. That is a good jump for him. Considering that he's so young, he probably has a couple areas we can boost up. Not just, let's just spend a couple points on his fucking awareness. As we jump into the NFL draft. This is where I do my tinkering. This is where I edit the players. This is where I make the realistic prospects. Who got who? What happened? Where did we go? Let's take a look at the draft recap right now. First pick with the 18th overall. First round, 18th overall, we got Juju Smith-Schuster, the wide receiver from USC, to pair with Marvin Jones. You can't replicate Calvin Johnson, but you can get two beast wide receivers, 75 overall. So not the best player in this draft, especially in the first round. There's probably some guys drafted a little bit higher. Overall, so that 96 stiffer, one of the sickest stiffers I have ever seen with a wide receiver. 86 catching, 89 catching traffic, 92 spectacular catch, 82 route running. Pretty weak release, to be fair. But happy with that pick. In the second round, we went Adoree Jackson, the cornerback from USC. Definitely a project player. 74 overall, though. He's trying to find, is he an athlete? He's a punt returner. Can he play corner? Is he a shutdown corner? So hopefully we can get some good production out of him. He's not going to be rushed into the starting lineup. Then we got Neblet, 69, Moreland, strong safety, 71. And then our only other realistic prospect in the 5th round, we got 71 overall wide receiver Devin Allen from Oregon. This guy here is an Olympic sprinter, 97 speed, 98 acceleration. That's pretty much it. But hopefully we can get him involved on the offense a little bit. Let's see who else got drafted in terms of top 10 picks and where they went. Wow. Marcus May, that number 5, going to the Houston Texans at the free safety position. That's first one off the board, first realistic one off the board. Myles Garrett, defensive end, from Texas A&M, going to the Chicago Bears with the 2nd overall pick. We got 81 overall. Jesus Christ, he's a beast. The Broncos get the quarterback with the 3rd overall pick, Deshaun Kaiser, 78 overall. Congrats to you. Obviously, the Paxton Lynch project or Trevor Siemian project didn't work out. Cleveland Browns with the number 10 pick went Teez Tabor out of Florida, 79 overall. Great big-time baller at the cornerback position. Wide receiver before Juju Smith-Schuster, Mike Williams at number 9. The Bucs grabbed him, 73 overall. Cardinals went free safety with pick number 8, and they got Jabril Peppers from, I don't know why it says Florida. That should be Michigan. He's a big-time playmaker. What do we got? Cowboys? Nope. Oh, Miami Dolphins at the 6th overall pick went wide receiver. They got Isaiah Ford from Virginia Tech, 78 overall. So the best wide receiver in terms of overall from this year's draft class. He is a baller for Virginia Tech. The Atlanta Falcons with the 4th overall pick went Malik McDowell, the defensive tackle from Michigan State. And with the 1st overall pick, Chip Kelly scratches heads all around the world by getting Zach Cunningham, the outside linebacker from Vandy. 77 overall, so good value. They need to get some playmakers on that defense, but that's a surprising pick. Number 7 to the Giants, they got Tim Williams, the outside linebacker from Bama. And I think that will just about do it here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Juju Smith-Schuster, Adoree Jackson, and Devin Allen make it up for the realistic prospects as we get through preseason here. We'll take a quick look at where our roster stands after the preseason. And after spending all that XP, I'm not really expecting big things from, Stafford, 35 touchdowns. He probably went up quite a little bit, a couple points as we set our big season goal. Let's make it 9 wins. We'll try to increase one by one every year. But I'm expecting Darius Slay to go up a little bit, Ebron to go up a bit, Jones to go up a bit, 1,400 yards. Let's see, Stafford 89, Riddick 88, Michael Burton 87, Jones 87, Juju Smith-Schuster 75, Ebron 88, Decker 83, Laken Tomlinson 79, Swanson 81, Warford 82, Glasgow the move from center to tackle 81, Trent Cole 79, defensive end. Let's probably switch that a little bit there. Ziggy Ansah. Oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put Devin Cole here at D tackle. This is gonna be a gamble. He's probably not gonna be too good against the run. We'll make Trent Cole the starting outside linebacker or defensive end. Sorry, he's probably gonna be too good against the run, but I think he could do some damage getting at the quarterback. So Ashawn and Devin Taylor as our D tackles. Van Noy 79 outside linebacker. White at 88 middle linebacker. Antoine Williams 76 outside linebacker. We moved Miles Kilbrew from safety to linebacker. Darius Slay 91, big time playmaker. Nevin Lawson 78, Tavon Wilson Sr. 78. So that is our starting lineup as we head into year 2. I'm not expecting big things this year, but then again, we were 8-8 last year. So time to re-sign some players here, and this is going to be 2 expensive motherfuckers. This is going to be an expensive year. Look at that Whitehead as well. We'll get Stafford, look at that, 5 years, 105 mil. I think he's worth it. He's going to be the guy we're going to build around the franchise. You could have went 2 ways with this rebuild. You could have kept Stafford or gone away from Stafford. I'm going to roll with Stafford. Let's try to get Ziggy Ansah here. We got a fuck ton of cap room, so let's pay our studs. We got him to sign. Let's go to Eric Ebron. We got him to sign. We were just throwing money away like a motherfucker. So now let's look at Whitehead. We got to get him in here. Let's bump this up to 34.1 mil, and he is coming back. Travis Swanson, 81, 26-year-old center. He's a big part of our plans, and he wants to play with a new team next year. So go fuck yourself, buddy, you fat fuck. Look at your eye. What's wrong with your goddamn eye? You look like you got a bug on there. Didn't want you anyway. We got Kyle Van Noy, good outside linebacker from BYU. Like him, I think he should develop into probably like at least a mid-80 kind of guy. What else do we have here? Swanson's gone. Trent Cole, you can probably go. Nevin Lawson, free safety, 78, I think, 26 years old, $8 million contract. I think that is an absolute bargain, so we will sign you. For sure, bud. We're week 8 here, so we're at the midway point. Let's take a look at where we're at. 5-1! We are 5-1 with not a very good team. This is just not as good of a team as we had last year, and we were 8-8. So 5-1. Matt Stafford playing out of his goddamn mind. Looks like our rookies are making some impact moves. Let's take a look at the stats and see why we are 5-1. Still, that's pretty much identical stats to where Matt Stafford was last year. 1,600 yards, 15 touchdowns, 10 picks. Look, Jake Riddick has 2 touchdowns for some reason, but Riddick 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. Amir Abdullah 145 and 2 touchdowns. So I'm still not seeing why we're winning all these games. Ebron, our leading receiver, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Marvin Jones 380 yards, 3 touchdowns. Rookie Juju Smith-Schuster 24 receptions, 245 yards, 2 touchdowns. There you go. There's a little bit nice. We're getting a lot of screen passes. Riddick 300 yards and 5. Cordarrelle 340 and 4. So I mean they're spreading the ball around quite a bit. Whitehead's our leading tackler with 48 tackles. Thus far, sacks. What do we got? Devin Taylor with 5. So maybe that move from deep tackle or from defensive end to D tackle is helping out. Ziggy Ansah still with 2. So that is still a little bit disappointing, I would say. Whitehead 3 picks. Slay 3 picks. We're looking, I don't know, 5-1 though. Let's see what happens when we get to the end of the season here, where we are at. All right. NFC. All right, we did not make the playoffs, so we went from 5-1, and we finished 8-8 again. What the fuck happened down the stretch? Did someone get hurt? Did someone just shit the absolute bed? They just absolute shit the bed. Let's check these stats out here. As we miss out on the playoffs, we reached our goal, which was 8-8. Look at that. Matt Stafford balling. 4,600 yards, 41 touchdowns, 23 picks. I mean, the turnovers are still an issue for him, but 41 touchdowns? You're going to be fucking, I'm sorry about that. You're going to be fucking balling XP-wise. We're going to have probably a big little jump for you. Riddick hitting 1,000 yards again with 12 touchdowns. That should be more, a good chunk of XP to build with him. Abdullah, 350 yards, 6 touchdowns. Ebron, our leading receiver, 85 receptions, 960 yards, 6 touchdowns. Marvin Jones, 85 receptions, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. Rookie Juju Smith-Schuster, 68 receptions, 738 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Cordarrelle! Free agency signing, 65 receptions, 1,000 yards, 15 touchdowns. Riddick also got 500 yards and 9 touchdowns. So Riddick, Cordarrelle with 15 fucking touchdowns. God, why can't that go to Juju Smith-Schuster and help him with his XP? Whitehead is a beast. Good eye on keeping him. 138 tackles. Antoine Williams, this freak linebacker who I don't have no idea who he is. 132. Tavon Wilson with 104. Slay with 98. Let's take a look at sacks. Hope we did a little bit better than last year. There we go. Finally, Ziggy Ansah getting a double digits, 12.5. Devin Taylor from defensive tackle, 11.5. Picks, Slay was 6. So 7 last year, 6 this year. He's a baller. He's definitely probably our franchise player on the defensive side of the ball. Whitehead had some good picks as well. As we take a look at the award winners here in year number 2, MVP went to Le'Veon Bell. Matt Stafford coming in at number 7, 41 touchdowns, only got you 7. Come on. And then you look at Coach of the Year, fucking falling, going for 5-1. NFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Aaron Rodgers. Stafford came in at number 6. Riddick came in at number 9. We'll take that. We have some good players on offense. Defensive Player of the Year, Whitehead came in at number 9. We'll take that. Rookie of the Year went to Mike Williams, which kind of stings. Juju Smith-Schuster, number 4. Losing out to another wide receiver makes me feel like I made the wrong fucking pick. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Myles Garrett. We had no one show up there. Best QB, Romo. Stafford coming in at number 3. Best running back went to Devontae Freeman. Riddick coming in at number 3. Man, he had like 20 touchdowns. Come on, man. Wide receiver went to Cooks. Cordarrelle came in at number 5. Is that it? And Marvin Jones came in at number 9. So 2 wide receivers from the top 10 wide receiver list is not bad. Best O-line went to Tyron Smith. We had no one there again. Back-to-back years with no O-line. Best D-line went to Mike Daniels. Ziggy Ansah came in at number 8 with 12.5 sacks. Best LB went to Willie Young. I don't think we had. Tahir Whitehead came in at number 10. Best DB went to Orlando Scandrick. Slay gets robbed again for Best DB, coming number 2, back-to-back years. Give that man the fucking respect he deserves. All right, we'll just sim here to the Super Bowl, see what's happening there. We'll go to the championship game. All right, so the Bills again, back-to-back Super Bowls for the Buffalo Bills. Is Jim Kelly back at quarterback? And the Dallas Cowboys beat the Seattle Seahawks. Please don't let the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Please don't. Fuck off. All right, so that's how you know this is an absolute fantasy mode, because the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Let's spend some XP here. Ebron, oh my God, look at that. Multiple guys with 10,000 XP. That is good enough. I should definitely shoot up at least a couple of these guys a couple points here as we jump into free agency for year 2. Zach Martin. The Cowboys won the Super Bowl, and then they decided, let's let go of our franchise guard. Even though I think we're good at guard. Let's see what we got here. We could look at wide receiver again, because we're pretty much good on quarterback, running back, and fullback. Anyone good? Oh, Josh Huff. We definitely need Josh Huff for sure. Tight end, we're good. Tackle, we're good. Guard, we're good. We got Tomlinson, 82. Center. Oh, look, the guy did want to resign for us. Go fuck yourself, bud. We got Glasgow now. Zach Martin, see, I was debating 95, just going all in. We got a lot of cap, but we have Warford, 84, and he's 27. Look, 2 good guards, actually. Our interior offensive line is good, and I don't think we'll spurge on him. But we could look at right tackle, 75 right tackle. Nah. Vinny Curry, Hagman. We have no D tackles. None of these guys are really young. Did I see Hagman, though, back at defensive end? Let's sign Hagman. He's 6'6", 318. We'll sign him and move him to defensive tackle. No other bids on him, so hopefully we can get him. Coney Ely. Could be actually a good move to defensive end, but yeah, I don't know. Linebacker, we're looking good. Atoshu was the guy we signed. You move him to defensive end, but we won't do that in every video. I don't want to become repetitive. Corner, we're all right. Safety, we got 78 overall, so no one better there. No upgrades here really at strong safety. Kicker and punter, we're all right. So there's only really a free agent or 2 that we want, and we got Hagman, so we're going to move him to defensive tackle to buff that up. So now we're going to go to the draft. Again, not a very eventful free agency. Sorry about that, guys. There's just no one there. I'm not going to sign Zach Martin. As we take a look at this, this is our beefed up, juiced first round. Let's see. This is where we're getting our picks. So at number 3, we went Martez Ivy, the right tackle from Florida. We need a starting right tackle. 78 overall. This guy's an absolute beast. He can definitely play left tackle as well, but we'll get him for right. Then at number 16, who we got the last video with the Miami Dolphins, getting Derwin James at strong safety out of Florida State, 75 overall. They had a free safety, Jordan Whitehead from Pittsburgh, 75 overall. Definitely hitting on all these free safeties. Then at defensive end with number 24, we got Sam Hubbard from Ohio State. Definitely need a defensive end to play in the left side. Then at number 28, we got Minka Fitzpatrick, the corner from Alabama. A little bit of a project player, only a 74 overall. One of the lower first-round picks in this draft class, but we'll fucking take it. Then we got this random center guy, 75 overall. We actually got some pretty good picks here. Thankful to some good scouting. And then, of course, once we made some name changes, these prospects, you have a name to the it was Johnny Buckrod. And then we made him Jordan Whitehead. But very happy, so we went all in on the defense, because that has to be the fucking problem is our defense, man, because our offense, 41 touchdowns at Stafford, you should be making the fucking playoffs. What are we, the goddamn San Diego Chargers? So let's take a look at where the team's at. After 41 touchdowns, Matt Stafford up to a 93. Theo Riddick back-to-back 1,000 yards, 88. Burton staying good at 87. Marvin Jones with an 87. Cordarrelle Patterson only a 78 after 15 touchdowns. Or an 80, sorry. After 15 touchdowns, Juju Smith-Schuster 78, Eric Ebron up to a 90, Decker 85, Tomlinson 82, center Graham Glasgow 80, right guard Larry Warford 84, right tackle Martez Ivy 78, Ziggy Ansah now at 93, and left defensive end we have Devin Taylor 83. But let's put Sam Hubbard here because I like my boy Devin Taylor on the defensive line. Even though we got Hagman, I think that's what we're gonna do. Unless we're gonna roll with that. I'd like to get Sam Hubbard at least some XP, 74 overall. If we get him starting, we hopefully can get him up to an 80 once this season is done. And we'll move, let's see here, we'll move Hagman to the 3rd D tackle spot. And I'll take Zettel and put Devin Taylor there. Look at 278 D tackles, Ashawn and Devin Taylor. Kyle Van Noy, 81 outside linebacker. Whitehead up to an 88. We got Ronald McLean. Come on. Antoine Williams up to a 77. So, I mean, the production, I think he could have jumped a little bit better. For what I would like, but it is what it is. Darius Slay 93, Adoree Jackson 76, Minka Fitzpatrick 74, and Diggs 79. We got Whitehead. We're gonna give him the starting free safety gig to get some XP, and very similar to this, we're gonna give Derwin James the starting strong safety gig to hopefully get him enough XP that we can jack him up. He does have a superstar trait, so I'm expecting him to definitely be hit, the high 80s sooner than later. But yeah, all right, we're looking all right here. So we're going to advance here to the mid-season point in year number 3. So we only have 2 more years left. The clock is ticking for us to get the Detroit Lions, again, a cursed franchise, if you will, at least to the Super Bowl. Hopefully we win the Super Bowl. So where are we at this year? We are sitting, in my opinion, the best team we've had through 3 years here. We're sitting at, playoff spot 5-3. Nothing spectacular. But it's looking like we have the best offense, so we'll fucking take that again. But then again, when you got Mr. 40-some touchdowns in Matthew Stafford, you you'd expect some high-powered offense. 2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns, 6 picks. So that is just round where we usually are with him. Theo Riddick, the Devil, 666, 9 touchdowns. Amir Abdullah also has 8 touchdowns. Good for him. Juju Smith-Schuster, leading receiver. Nice to see that. 50 receptions, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marvin Jones, 481 yards, 4 touchdowns. Cordarrelle, 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Eric Ebron with 367 yards and 4 touchdowns. So, happy with the receiving core. Tahir Whitehead, 78 tackles halfway through the season. Man, that guy's, he's going to have 150? Look at the sacks. Devin Taylor, again, defensive tackle, 6.5 sacks. Ziggy Ansah, 6 sacks. I'm somewhat satisfied with that. And Darius Slay, 4 picks, because that's what he does. He gets big-time interceptions. And a rookie, Jordan Whitehead, with 2 picks. Now let's take a look at some free agents here. Burton has been an 87 overall fullback. Obviously, it's been working. We're getting a fuck-ton of touchdowns, so we will sign him. Lincoln Thomason's another guy that I want to keep a hold of at the guard spot, so we'll get him. Devin Taylor, our glorified defensive end that's more of a D tackle for us, which a little bit added value, so we'll re-sign him as well. So that's 3 nice returns that we're getting for the foreseeable future here with the Detroit Lions. As we advance to the playoffs, fingers crossed that we make it. 9-7, is that good enough? Oh, maybe. Nope, definitely not good enough. Fuck off. A bunch of teams at 9-7 didn't make the goddamn playoffs again. I think we made the playoffs our 3rd year in the first rebuild with the Dolphins. So this is officially the worst rebuild that we have done. So let's take a look at what happened. All right, so Matt Stafford being a 93 overall, 4,300 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 picks. So he decides to have his worst year ever. Fucking great. Riddick again, century yard mark, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. This guy is a beast. Abdullah, 400 yards and 12 touchdowns. Being a nice little red zone vulture, it looks like. Juju Smith-Schuster, leading receiver, 96 receptions, 933 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Marvin Jones, 83 receptions, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Cordarrelle, 1,100 yards, 7 touchdowns. Ebron, 650 yards, 4 touchdowns. Riddick getting 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, I mean, Riddick has been a fucking MVP almost every year. Whitehead with Jesus Christ, 156 tackles. Antoine Williams with 132. Derwin James, our rookie, with 92. So that's going to be good for his XP. We'll look at sacks. Ziggy Ansah, 14 sacks. Devin Taylor, 12 sacks from defensive tackle. What's that? Ashawn Robinson, 6.5. That's not too bad either. In terms of interceptions, Darius Slay, 7 picks again. Man, this guy here, I don't know if there's a better ball hawk in the NFL right now. Dory Jackson got 2. Whitehead got 2. Williams got 2. I mean, I'm loving this Williams guy. Note to self, if you guys are a Lions fan doing a Lions criminal, get that Williams guy. Don't cut him. That guy's a beast. MVP went to Le'Veon Bell. I think that's fucking back-to-back years. Oh, nice to see Carson Wentz there at number 8. Offensive Player of the Year went to Devontae Freeman. Stafford came in at number 9. I don't know why that happened. He had a shit year. Defensive Player of the Year went to Deion Jones. Tahir Whitehead came in at number 7. All right. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't think we took anyone on offense that was a skill position. Defensive Rookie of the Year, though. Do we get any of these? Derwin James coming at number 5. We'll take that. Jordan Whitehead, 7. Minka Fitzpatrick, 8. Okay. Best QB went to Tony Romo. Stafford came in at number 9. Best running back went to Freeman. I think he won MVP anyway. Or best player. Riddick came at number 6. Wide receiver went to Dez. And Marvin Jones came number 9. Nice seeing some guys there. Offensive line. All right, so that's 3 fucking years our O-line hasn't made anything there. Brandon Graham got best DL. Ansah came in at number 4. Bobby Wagner, best LB. We didn't get any. Best DB. Darius Slay, so finally he fucking won it. 2 years in a row, he came number 2. Bridesmaid, never the bride. Finally, he's getting fucking hitched. So let's spend this goddamn XP, baby. And that's, year 4, we gotta fucking do it. Let's see how the playoffs went down. The Jags beat the Chiefs. And then the Saints beat the Vikings. If the Jags won the Super Bowl before I do in my rebuild, oh my God, the Jags won the Super Bowl in a rebuild mode before I was able to rebuild a team to win it. So that's how fucking cursed this Lions franchise is, if you will. So let's fucking throw some money around here. I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. We need to make the playoffs. Greg Olson's there, Earl Thomas, Amari Cooper. So we don't need a quarterback. We're going to be rolling with Stafford, who's sitting at 91. Yeldon, running back. We definitely need a running back here with, leaving. We'll see what we can do during the draft. Amari Cooper, though, 90 overall, 25 years old. This is our chance to sign our big superstar player. So let's jack this up because we have decent amount of cap room. Let's give him $8 million a year. with a 3.2 signing bonus. 3.25? 3 point, yeah. Jesus Christ. All right, let's work this around. We need this guy. Having him, Amari Cooper, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Marvin Jones, that is going to be plenty of ammunition. There we got the number 1 bid, too. Let's go. Plenty of ammunition for Matthew Stafford to do his damn thing. We got Greg Olsen. No, O-line's looking actually good for once. No weaknesses. Oh, that 83 overall. 83. Oh, baby. Sam Hubbard went to 83. Superstar trait, baby. I was getting ready to have to sign someone. I didn't think he was going to, be that great. The rookie having a great year. Tahir Whitehead, 90. Up to a 90. We don't need a bit of linebacker. Outside linebacker, Williams is 84. James Whitehead up to an 80. Derwin James, 87? Are you fucking kidding me? I knew the superstar trait was good, but not that fucking good. I think we might have to, in keeping it, trying to find a backup running back here. Maybe Devontae Booker. I like him. I've been a big fan of him since he came out of Utah. I see Hubbard with an 84. I don't think he had any fucking sacks. And what do you call it? It's up to an 87. Derwin James. I think we might have to go edit and downgrade a couple of these guys. Occasionally I've seen in my franchise mode players shoot up like that with superstar traits. Didn't make almost defensive rookie of the year. But what's that? That's almost that's like a 9-point jump from his base rating. I think, I don't know, I might fucking keep it as we look to try to find a running back here. Just make your fucking mind up, C4. But 87 for a second-year player, that's fucking defensive rookie. That's almost winning defensive player of the year. But then again, we want to win. I'm not gonna hate on the game. If they want to give me that kind of player, maybe I should just stick with it because I want to win the Super Bowl. I don't want to, stack the deck against myself even more than I already have. So I think we might have to stay with the super high overall players. Now we're into the first draft where we have not real prospects. We went D tackle. We got Junior Conrath, 74 overall with the 16 pick. We got Jalen Killings in the 4th round, 70 over running back. But overall, pretty shitty draft, to be honest. And let's see some of these outrageous overalls as we take a look at the depth chart. So Stafford had a 91, so that's a downgrade, a 2-point downgrade from the 93 that he was at last year. Riddick at a 90, so I think that's a 2-point upgrade. He was 88 last year, but again, he's been a beast. Burton stays even at 87. Amari Cooper at 90. Marvin Jones stays where he was. Juju Smith-Schuster has a 5-point jump. Cordarrelle Patterson has a 1-point jump. Look at that. That is havoc at wide receiver. Ebron, I think he stayed even. I think he was a 92 last year. Decker stayed even at 88. Laken Tomlinson had a 2-point jump from 84 to 86. Liam Gasco had a 2-point jump from 81 to 82. Larry Warford, I don't know what that was. I think it was a 2-point jump again. I think he was 86 last year. Ivy, 83 overall. I'm expecting big things from him, man. He is going to be the future of our offensive line. Sam Hubbard is definitely the first of 2 highly questionable growths. I think he was a 74, 75 last year. I don't think he got a whole lot of stats, so that's somewhat surprising. Ziggy Ansah at 95. I think that's a 1-point jump, 1 or 2-point jump from where he was last year. Devin Taylor stayed even at 83. I think Ashawn Robbins, I'm pretty sure he stayed even too as 81. But our defense is looking fucking real good this year, as I finally just made the move, the OCD, to make Devin Taylor a D tackle. Kyle Van Noy, 2-point jump from 84 to 86. Tahir Whitehead, 2-point jump from 88 to 90, I believe. Or maybe he was a 90 last year. Then we got Jarrell Freeman for more depth at the middle linebacker spot. He was very, very affordable, so we brought him in. Antoine Williams, 84. I think that's held even. I think he was an 84 last year, maybe. He's either 81 or 84, but that was definitely great production from him. He's a beast. Slay with a 1-point jump from 92 to 93. Adoree Jackson, 79. Minka Fitzpatrick, 79. So we got our corners here for sure. Maybe I should swap Jackson and Fitzpatrick there. Jordan Whitehead up to an 80 after his rookie year. He was very productive. But then Derwin James, 87. I know you had 90 tackles and a couple picks, but I don't know if that's enough to jump you up almost fucking, I think that's 9 points from where he was last year. I was thinking about downgrading maybe down to like an 84 or something like that, but I was like, fuck it. If this is what Madden wants to give me, who am I to judge? I'm going to fucking take it. And as we negotiate some players here, Theo Riddick. We got Taylor Deck here. He's a franchise left tackle for us. Him and Martez Ivy are going to be a big part if we can get to a Super Bowl, make a Super Bowl run here at the tackle spots. Don't have enough salary cap. All right, let's add him 1 more year on this motherfucker then. No, 5. Let's give him a 6-year. There we go. 8. We'll stick at 8. Do you like that? Is this something that's happy for you? There you go. Larry Warford. Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go with the fucking cap. This is what happens. Took developmental trait. That's good. I'm happy to sign. What do we got? Theo Riddick here. We need Riddick, man. He's been a beast. As much as Stafford's been a beast, Riddick has been more consistent. Antoine Williams is a fucking animal. I've loved this guy, man. This guy's been one of my favorite players just because who the fuck is he? Let's re-sign him. As our cap situation is looking horrendous. So if we don't win the Super Bowl this year, I have no idea how in year 5 we're going to do. Now look at first in the league, 14-2. Oh my God. I think the number 1 ranked offense. That's what it's looking like. We were a beast. Let's take a look at the stats here. 14-2. This is usually the money year. Year 4 and year 5. That's why I said in a 5-year span. Stafford, 4,600 yards, 43 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. I mean, he is balling. I wouldn't be surprised he got MVP. Number 1 team in the league, 43 touchdowns. That sounds good enough to me. Running back, Theo Riddick, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. Devontae Booker, 11 touchdowns. So a nice free agency signing there. Stafford with 1 rushing touchdown. So that's 43 total touchdowns, or 44 total touchdowns, whatever it was. Marvin Jones leading the team, 90 receptions, 960 yards, 9 touchdowns. Amari Cooper, big-time free agency signing, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Juju Smith-Schuster, 68 receptions, 1,100 yards, and 8 touchdowns. And Eric Ebron from the tight end spot, 660 yards, 7 touchdowns. Riddick also adding 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. I mean, Riddick, oh my God, can't speak volumes enough of how much of a beast this guy's been for us this year. On the defense side of the ball, Tahir Whitehead, 129 tackles. Antoine Williams, 108 tackles. Slay, 96. Derwin James, 91. Let's take a look at the sacks. Ziggy Ansah with 12. Ashawn Robinson with 11. And Sam Hubbard with 10. So I guess Sam Hubbard's starting to finally pay a little bit of dividends. And in terms of interceptions, Slay with 5. So again, balling out. Antoine Williams with 4. Adoree Jackson with 4. Tahir Whitehead with 3. And Derwin James with 2. So our safety play has been very acceptable thus far. Let's take a look at the awards here as we get ready for our first playoff appearance. MVP went to Russell Wilson. Stafford getting horrid, coming in at number 2. I think that seems like an inside job there. Coach of the year went to Jim Caldwell. Good for him. Probably should have fired him to begin with. Offensive player of the year went to Russell Wilson. Stafford number 2 again. I think that's some bullshit. Riddick coming in at number 8. Defensive player of the year went to Tahir Whitehead. There we go. Beast. We got Ashawn Robinson, number 4. We got Antoine Williams, number 5. Anyone else? No one else, but that's still pretty balling. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Didn't get any of them. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Didn't get any of them. Best QB went to Stafford. Oh, thanks for the fucking consolation prize. Best RB, Riddick came in at number 2, losing to Devontae Freeman. Best wide receiver went to Julio Jones. Where's our guy? Amari Cooper came in at number 4. That's it. Okay, best O-line. There we go. Finally, after 3 straight years of not getting one, we got Warford number 2, Thomason number 3, Glasgow number 6, Ivy number 8, Decker number 9. Just fucking fully loaded, bud. Conor McGregor. All right, number 8 D-line went to Ashawn Robinson, who are probably going to be unable to re-sign because of our salary cap, which sucks. Best linebacker, Tahir Whitehead. Defensive player of the year, but only number 4 linebacker. Doesn't make sense. Best DB, back-to-back years, Darius Slay. Adoree Jackson coming in number 5. And let's see, kicker. That's always some love to kicker, so we didn't have any kicker. So now we are here. We are finally into the playoffs as we get ready to play the 10-5-1 Atlanta Falcons. Hopefully we won't have to play too much. We should be able to handle them as we're already up 6-0. As we're in the red zone, I guess we'll pick up here in the red zone just because I'm a little bit bored of just doing this sim. Let's get a little hands-on approach. Let's play with this fucking offense here. Let's see what Matt Stafford has been working with. All right, we'll hit Marvin Jones here. And, nice little spin move about 5 yards out of bounds because he probably just should have cut the ball out the field and just walked it in for the touchdown there. But I guess he had other things on his mind. All right. I guess we're going to try the run game. Let's see what Theo Riddick's been working with. Oh, that was not good run blocking, but it's still a gain of 1 where it probably could have been a loss of 3. Especially for a guy that's, definitely not the best between the tackle runner. If even, I don't think you consider that at all. He's 100% outside the tackle guy. All right, let's run one of the cheesiest plays in Madden and get on the board here to Marvin Jones. And beat. And that's a touchdown right there. That's gimme to make this a 13-0 game. Nice little touchdown. Nice little combination there to Marvin Jones Jr., MJJ. All right, of course they get a touchdown. Oh, of course, now we're losing. Fucking awesome. Well, let's just come in and make sure we can make this 45-yard field goal to give us a 2-point lead. Money, Matt Prater. Doesn't Matt Prater have the record for the longest field goal right now of like 64, 65 yards, something like that? Hopefully we won't need any long field goals like that. Come on, defense, make a goddamn play. They kick the field goal for a 1-point lead. Now we're here again. Let's kick a field goal. Let's keep exchanging fucking field goals because that's what the people want to see. They want to see live action field goals here. As we go up 19-17, 2 minutes, 53 seconds left. I'm going to super sim. Hopefully this defense, come on. What are you doing? Okay, just give up the fucking touchdown. I guess that's what happens when you have a team that's never made the goddamn playoffs. You know, a bunch of inexperienced motherfuckers. So now on the 25, a minute 30 left. Got to get a touchdown to win this shit. All right, what do we got? Oh, right back. Yeah, there we go. Theo Riddick across the middle. Great gain. I don't know how many yards that was, but that was a fucking... I can see why Riddick... Man, I'm going to go and say, even though Stafford's been the guy getting like 40-plus touchdowns, I'm going to say the MVP of this has been Theo Riddick. Last, in the Dolphins one, it was 100% Lamar Jackson. Things didn't start going until we drafted him. This year, I'm going Theo Riddick. He's been a beast. Theo Riddick and Tahir Whitehead and Darius... Nah, we'll go Darius Slay. So Darius Slay and Theo Riddick have been the beast of this connected franchise mode. And the way I'm talking, it's sounding like we're getting ready to pack up shop. Thank you guys for watching. This is done deal. But not yet, all right? You don't got a guy that throws 40 touchdowns that isn't going to exploit the two gimmicky plays of drags and these corner routes. So let's drop it right in the dime basket to Amari Cooper. Moving the chains. We'll call it timeout here. Now we're into Atlanta Falcon territory on their 34, I think. Or is that our 34? No, we're on their 34. All right. All right, all right, all right. Matthew McConaughey. One of the greatest quotes of all time. Why not, right? There you go. Why not? You got Amari Cooper, you pay him fucking $8.5 million a year. That is what I expect, especially with a 93 or whatever, 91 overall quarterback. That is the kind of combination that I want to see. Now we're on the 4-yard line, baby. The drama is killing me. Drop back. Hey, Ebron, get in. Let's go. Absolutely blows up. Who the fuck that is? Stamps or Stomps or something like that. Ebron gets into the end zone. And we are moving on to the next round. 26-24. Well, there's still 28 seconds left, but let's be honest. This shit is over. So the drama has never been higher as the Detroit Lions move to the NFC Championship game as we get ready to take on the 11-5 New Orleans Saints. Didn't the Saints win the Super Bowl last year, actually? But we're the 14-2 Lions, motherfucker. Let's go. Let's super sim this shit. Hopefully our team can do well. Looks like a defensive battle we got on our hands here. Third down stop. I blocked the field goal, so we're down 3-0. What the fuck is our offense doing? All right, down 16-0. They're just getting field goals at will. Okay. No play the moments for me. That's how good. Fucking God, what the fuck? Oh, look, we got a touchdown. Okay, Detroit Lions curse continues. 14-2 team with a loaded team can't do shit in the playoffs. As the 14-2 Detroit Lions fall to the 11-5 New Orleans Saints in an absolute shambles. So I'm not even giving a fuck. I'm not looking at the goddamn Super Bowl. I don't want to look at that shit. We're super simming right now till next year. This is it. This is year 5. I don't want to take a fucking L. So after almost 44, 45 touchdowns, pretty much got hoarded the MVP. 97 overall Matt Stafford. Theo Riddick's coming in at 88, so it's a 2-point regression for him, which kind of sucks. But, all right. Burton staying even at 87 as we get ready for this fucking 5th-year push. Cooper out at 92. Juju Smith-Schuster 90. Marvin Jones regressed a bunch. I think he was 88. Now that I'm doing 85, which kind of sucks. But this is Smith-Schuster and Amari Cooper show. Let's be honest. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Eric Ebron stayed even at 92. One of the best receiving tight ends. Decker staying even at a 90. What do we get at guard? Tomlinson stayed at 86. Center, I know we lost our center to free agency, so now we're going with Sam Fowler, 75. So, I mean, already this team is weaker than it was last year, so I don't know what the odds are of us getting the Super Bowl. Larry Warford stayed even at 86. Martez Ivy stayed at 90. I think, was he 90 last year? I don't know if he was or not. But 290 tackles is decent. Sam Hubbard, 87. So it's a 2-point upgrade from 85 last year. Ziggy Ansah fell 2 points. He was 95. Now he's down to 93. Devin Taylor stayed even at 83. No more A'Shawn Robinson, so we're going with Junior Conrath, our first-round pick last year, was 76. Kyle Van Noy, big drop. I think he was 87. Now he's down to an 83. Whitehead dropped as well from a 90 to an 88. Antoine Williams, I think he went up a point from 87 to 88. But overall, this is definitely a defense on the decline a little bit. Slay stayed even at 83. Minka Fitzpatrick, 85. And Adoree Jackson, 83. So that's slight upgrades for our corners with Darius Slay staying even at 93. Jordan Whitehead went up 5 points, was 80 last year. Now he's sitting at 85. Let's see this freak. All right, Derwin James was 87. Now he's a 92. So that is a 5-point upgrade for him as we get ready. I don't know if you guys experienced. Look, I'm making this the fucking Super Bowl. This is year 5, man. I can't take an L. I cannot take a fucking L. So let's just sim right away to the fucking playoffs. Our team not as good as last year, but we were 14-2 last year, so we should still be able to do a decent bit of damage as we finish 15-1. We did one better. Almost the perfect record. That's 600 yards of offense, or points on offense. That looks like a fucking at least 150 more than any other team. Let's take a look at the stats here. This got to be it, right? All right, let's see what Stafford did. Not as good as last year, but still not a bad year. 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. A little bit of a decline, but I mean, that's expected with Riddick and Marvin Jones taking a bit of a hit. Riddick, 1,400 yards, 18 touchdowns. Cedric Hackett, who the fuck is this? 950 yards, 18 touchdowns. So that is great two-headed running attack there. Marvin Jones, of course, goes down like 4 fucking points. Still our leading receiver, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Juju Smith-Schuster, 840 yards, 5 touchdowns. Ebron having a big-time year, his best year of his career, almost 900 yards and 10 touchdowns. Amari Cooper with 900 yards and 7 touchdowns. So down year from him. Tahir Whitehead continues to be an animal, 122 tackles. Antoine Williams, 104 tackles. Let's peep these sacks here a little bit. 21 and a half for Ziggy Ansah. Again, of course, 2-point downgrade, has his best year. Sam Hubbard, 10.5 sacks. Conrath, 9.5. Devin Taylor, 9. We're getting after the fucking quarterback. Minkah Fitzpatrick with 4. Slay finally having a down year with only 3 picks. And a bunch of guys there with 2 interceptions. But 21 and a half sacks from Ziggy Ansah. That might be a shout for Defensive Player of the Year. As we take a look at these stats here. Well, this is kind of, obviously we're just relying on the run game. Le'Veon Bell wins the fucking MVP for how many years in a row now? Stafford coming in at number 3. Riddick coming in at number 8 for MVP. Coach of the Year, Caldwell runner-up. NFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Mr. Matthew Stafford. Theo Riddick came in at number 6. That's pretty much it. Defensive Player of the Year, Ziggy Ansah, Tahir Whitehead. Look at that domination. No wonder the 15-1 lines are beasts. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Cedric Hackett, the backup to Theo Riddick. He was a beast. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I don't think we had any. Best QB went to Matthew Stafford. Best running back, Theo Riddick. Did that Hackett guy make it? No, that sucks. Best wide receiver, Marvin Jones coming in at number 2. Cooks was the overall number 1. Amari Cooper coming in at number 10. Best O-line, look at that. Again, Martez Ivey, Laken Tomlinson, Larry Warford, Taylor Decker, 1, 2, 3, 4. Terry Decker. Oh, that's funny. Best DL, Ziggy Ansah. I'll take that. Best linebacker. Where's Tahir? All right, Tahir Whitehead all the way down at number 9. But that guy's been one of the best players in this entire thing. Best DB went to Minkah Fitzpatrick, getting number 4. Slay, number 8. As we are ready. So now the 15-1 lines are taking on the 11-5 New York Giants in the divisional playoff. Let's play the moments. Let's get ready for this domination on our way to the Super Bowl. All right. Only see, like, what the fuck? Like, why does my team struggle? I don't get it. Are the Lions really cursed? Like, I'm starting just to believe that this is just a cursed franchise. All right, we're up 10-0, 10-3. Come on, third downs, convert some third downs, kick the field goal, 13-3. Oh, Jesus. Let's go. For the first time ever, the other team doesn't score a touchdown right before halftime. It's up 20-3. It's looking like we should 20-10. Oh, maybe not. 20-17. Oh, you're fucking blowing it. There we go. 27-17. All right, looks like we should be able to get by here and get repeat back-to-back NFC championships. What are we, the Philadelphia Eagles with Andy Reid? That was fucking closer. That was a lot closer than it needed to be, but we'll still take the 3-point victory. 27-24 as we move to the championship. The Giants, we throw them to the curb. Fuck the Giants. More like the Aints or the Ants. Either or. So who are we playing in the NFC championship? No. No, not the Eagles. For fuck's sakes. All right, I'm gonna say right now, just because it's the Eagles, I'm not gonna take over. I'm not gonna play. This is gonna be 100% Super Sim. My 15-1 team better be able to beat the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. We're already down 7-0. Now we're tied 7-7. What are we doing? Big third down stop. All right, looks like our team came off the field on third down. Now find yourself in a 10-7 hole. Try to get some points here. Come on, let's get a field goal here before the end of the half. Touchdown, up 14-10. Let's go. All right, now we're going 17, give a touchdown, 17-14. Looks like they're gonna score again, 24-14. Now we're in the red zone. Looks like a turnover. This is not good. Oh my fucking god! You're 15-1. If you're gonna lose, I guess it has to be the Eagles. If I'm gonna have to take an L on my rebuild series, I guess it taking it to the Eagles. Fuck off! Like, this is a cursed franchise. There's no other way to put it. Like, I'm not looking forward to doing the Browns because they're a cursed franchise as well. But the Lions are an absolute cursed franchise. So I did save it. So once we're done all the other ones, I may revisit this to try to finally win the Super Bowl with the Lions. Thank you guys for watching. This is your first time stopping by. Leave a comment, smash that like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It's going to be at least probably a rebuild once a week. Thank you guys for watching another C4 rebuild. And until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.